Kenta Om Vekante Vekante Maha Vekante Raza Samavate Soha. Kenta Om Vekante Vekante Maha Vekante Raza Samavate Soha. Kenta Om Vekante Vekante Maha Vekante Raza Samavate Soha. The middle of, or at the top of page 20, dissolving the mandala. This is what's known as completion stage. So we've been in generation stage, and we've said the mantra. And also the mantra, when saying the mantra, this is also a good time to radiate light out towards any beings that you want to help. If you're working for one's own personal health, if there's a particular organ or something that's going on in the body, like your big toe is broken, or you have a headache or whatever, you can radiate that light from the medicine Buddha directly into that location. If you have someone who's in surgery, you can say the mantra and imagine like thousands of medicine Buddhas kind of going through their drip line. You can imagine the medicine Buddha on top of the surgeon's head, sort of radiating and filling them with the medicine Buddha's light so that they can actually perform sort of with a little bit more juice. And so there's lots of different ways that you can work with mantra. So that is really the time when, if you're really working with self-healing or healing with others, you can just radiate light, but you can also use the mantra time to really sort of work on putting someone, if you want to actually bring someone up into the field, invite them into the mandala. If you're working with like a particular family member, for example, or a friend who's ill, you might imagine them there. You could even have a photo of them, and you could look at them and you can imagine radiating that light from your heart directly to them for whatever issue they may have. So that's really the time that you can work a little bit more deeper, because you're in a full generation. And so now we dissolve the mandala, we dissolve the medicine Buddha back into his own realm, we thank them for coming, and then we dissolve that back into ourselves, and we become our ordinary selves again. Doktum Kuncha Kewe Chanchu Mo Nedum Dunel Jawai Kashisho Jikin Panam Rane Benzamu Yeshi Gamsik Lanam Daglakim Kara Kushang Longdu Emaho. So in this text also, there's a shorter medicine Buddha practice, which is on the page 22. And so this is really a shorter version where you're just imagining like a quick generation stage. So you're just seeing the medicine Buddha, the color of star sapphire, not lapis. And then you're seeing this sort of being who's able to go beyond this relative and ultimate truth. You're imagining that he's appearing to dispel suffering and illness, and then you imagine his bodhisattvas are also at play around him, and then you just say the mantra as many times as you can. So I often like to tell people there's no right way to do this practice. There's no like, you must do this, then this, then this, then this. And I was really kind of off on my own in my Tibetan medicine studies for many years, where I didn't have a lot of, I was so busy with that like the medicine Buddha practice every day was something that I was sort of required to do, but I didn't really have a lot of guidance on it because I was so busy trying to study medicine and learn a language and everything else. So I just really focused on connecting with the medicine Buddha. And then later when I started to receive more in-depth teachings, I thought, oh, I'm doing this wrong because there's all these bells and whistles that you have to like make all these offerings. And so I very concernedly went to a Rinpoche and was like, is it okay if I just like quickly become the medicine Buddha as myself and then start healing people? Is that okay? And he was like, if you can do that, you're fine. You don't need to do anything else. So, you know, I tell you this because it's actually really important that you just really work with the connection of the medicine Buddha. So we'll take a little quick break, and then I'm going to walk you through a very short sort of practice with working with the sort of visualization of sort of arisal and then dissolution again. Okay? And then also maybe now is a really good time to tell you about some of the announcements for our groups. So trauma